Hello, my name is Heather Clemens. I am the marketing consultant for the United Way of the Mark Twain area. The United Way Evening of Philanthropy is May 9th. It began in 2019 with the goal to honor community members who invest their time and talents in making our community better. The Evening of Philanthropy shares the stories of generous people who we hope inspire others. This podcast will feature interviews with the honorees who will be highlighted at this year's event. Today we have Justin Gibson with us, our philanthropic individual for 2025. Justin works as a financial advisor at Benson Financial. He is active on many boards, which we're going to get into more detail about with our first question. Previously, Justin did serve on the United Way board and the Hannibal Free Clinic board. Justin has been a mentor through Hannibal Alliance for Youth Success, or HAYS. He had been meeting each week with the student he mentored from the time they were in elementary school through high school. So we are going to discuss a few more of the organizations that you're involved in. So you ready to get to the first question?
I am.
Okay. So can you tell me a little bit about what agencies and organizations you're currently serving with or a part of?
Yeah, absolutely. So I serve on a few boards, part of some service clubs and different organizations in the area. Hannibal Chamber of Commerce Board, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. The Mark Twain Home Foundation, which is the Mark Twain Museum and all of the Boyhood Home and different Mark Twain affiliated places here in Hannibal. Gideon's International Ministry, which many of you have sure seen the Bibles in hotel rooms and hospitals and nursing homes, and so that organization is responsible for distributing Bibles around the world. I am in a service club, the Early Bird Kiwanis, and so they are a couple different clubs here. There's the morning club and then an evening club. I'm in the morning club, and just really influential in helping youth in the area. I am on the advisory committee for the Hannibal Career and Technical Center here in Hannibal. I serve on the Child Advocacy Center board, which is very influential with children in the community that have gone through all kinds of abuse. And man, that one pulls at your heartstrings. I help lead a watchdog program at Veterans Elementary, where my daughters go. And so pretty cool program. Dads and father figures can come in to the school and sign up for a couple days here and there where they're patrolling the halls, checking doors, and just helping out at recess, lunches, and in classrooms as well. So it's pretty cool. And then a big one that my wife and I are involved with is the FNC Academy. It's a school in Uganda, Africa, and we've got involved with that. I've been there a couple times and have built some really cool relationships with the kids there. That one's pretty close to our hearts. Of course, our church, we're involved with our church as well, and a lot of different areas there, and summer camps and different things. So, I think that's about it.
Okay, well that's a good, well-rounded, definitely groups of organizations and agencies there. So community involvement means different things to different people. What does community involvement mean to you?
Yeah, so my wife and I, we are lifelong residents of the Hannibal area. Both grew up here. We met each other here. We decided to raise our family here, and so we want to invest in this community, the people of this community that have been so good to us and have blessed our family. And so our faith is really important to us, and so we serve a relational God who desires to be in relationship with us, and I think out of that we are compelled to build relationships with others. And so to us, community involvement is relationships and just sharing the love of God and what He's done for us and the hope that we have in His Son Jesus. So.
And relationships are definitely very, very important, building those and sustaining those. So people can choose to do anything with their time and talents. People may choose very different ways to give back to their communities. So what is your why as to the causes that you support?
Yeah, no, great question. This community has been so good to me and my family and the business that I'm a part of. And so it's just a great honor and privilege to be able to give back and just to share in some of the blessings that God has given us. I don't want to mean to be redundant, but I mentioned our faith, and so it really is the reason for everything that we do. And we want everyone, not just in our community, but all over the world to know just the tremendous value and worth that they have. And, it doesn't matter what circumstances they're in or their background or where they've come from, but to know that they have tremendous worth and value. And, we want to be stewards of that and be able to share that with others in our community and the surrounding areas.
So kind of in that same vein of being involved in your community, what does generosity mean to you?
Yeah, no, I love that question. I think it can mean a lot of things. For me, I've always looked at generosity as an outward expression of compassion. So you feel that compassion in your heart and your soul, and when you experience or see people struggling or hurting or just going through some low points in their life, it's that inner part of you that just, man, you're just compelled to help. And so for me, it's really the means to act on that feeling and to show that compassion through not just monetary means. I mean, I think that's where our minds go a lot of times with generosity. But I even think and reflect on times that I've been helped monetarily, which has been great. And, I don't want to downplay that, but man, the times that people have just been there physically, whether it be to help me do something or to help out in a certain area or just to be there to show support. I feel like, the monetary side's great, but the talents and the time, just those can be, I think, even more of a lasting impression on people.
Yeah, sharing your time is really important.
Yeah,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah, it
absolutely.
is. So at United Way, it's our mission to increase the capacity of people to care for one another, to create a more caring community. So if everyone stepped up and provided support and truly cared about others in our community, what do you think that community could look like?
Yeah, no, it's a great vision to have, I think. And I don't know, my mind immediately goes to the verse in Acts where, Paul's quoting Jesus, and he says it is more blessed to give than to receive. And I feel that verse rings so true. We oftentimes, when we're on, I put myself in the position of being on the receiving end or the giving end, and there's definitely both. You got to have people that can receive and people that can give. But man, when you give, it's just a freeing feeling, and it just feels like it's something you're created to do. You're meant to do. And I feel like the question was, if everyone did that, then that means everyone gets to feel that freeing feeling and feel that, that's what you're meant to do, that feeling of helping others and feeling loved and feeling that compassion. And so I think if everyone did that, man, what an awesome community and world that would be.
What a wonderful world, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
So who inspires you?
Yeah, so, I mean, I could go a lot of different places with that question. I think the easy answer for me as a Christian is Christ. I'm a follower of Jesus, and so everything I do, I want to honor and glorify Him and further His kingdom. But I also have, awesome parents that instilled in me great values and just really modeled what it means to truly be a good person in this community and a person to help further God's kingdom. I also think, my wife, my kids, they inspire me to be a better husband, a better father, a better person, and just to model for them as well. So I think it's all encompassing. It's a lot of different things that inspire. So.
Well, talking about your kids, difference makers are always needed in our communities.
Yeah.
What do you hope the next generation will learn about being community minded?
Yeah. So, more than ever, we have so much information and technology at our fingertips, and it's probably only tipping the surface for our kids and grandkids and generations to come. And so, I don't know. I hope that is used for good, and there's so much untapped potential there to have generosity in the community and help people to get more involved
Right.
because of all the information at their fingertips. And so, yeah, I think just staying focused on what's important and don't get distracted by all the things that you can get distracted in today's society, and really focus on relationships and people.
Yeah. Yep. Focusing on relationships is a big thing
Yeah,
for sure.
absolutely.
So, Justin, thank you so much for your time today. This has been
welcome.
great having these conversations with you. Are there any parting thoughts that you would like to put out there as we wind up the podcast today?
Yeah. I would be remiss if I didn't thank my wife and my kids and my family. I couldn't be involved in these organizations and go to board meetings and events and different things if I didn't have a great support at home. And so really thankful for that, and having them give a little bit of their time up with me so that that others can benefit from my time and talents and resources. And so, yeah, I would also say I'm humbled to be thought of for this award. I can think of a lot of more deserving people than myself, and so even the people that are going to be honored that at the evening of philanthropy, I think it's just an honor and privilege to be on the same stage as them. And man, I hope I can live up to to all that. So,
Well, thank you so much for the way that you give back to your community. And thank you so much for taking the time for the podcast today.
thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.